So, my wonderful viewers, you are very welcome. Today, my voice is cracking, but Yamatan is getting to me a little in Lagos, but I will manage. So, today we are making this beautiful a bubu gown, and the person wearing this bubu gown is Omotola Jalede Ekinde. Of course, you know that woman is very beautiful. Okay, she's got everything it takes. So don't think about it that if you are not in her shape, you don't have boobs and hips, you cannot wear this. No, I am not on the hippie side, and I'm not busty, but I wear boo a lot because that's the only easiest thing. I can just cut 30 minutes and put it on my body and go to church. I make corset for myself once in a while. I just have like 3 or 4. Make it no be like say I no get corset. That was why I made it. I may not be like say I no sabi am. That was why I made it. But if I tell you it's up to 6 months, I've not really been able to wear it. You will not be. I don't want anything that could disturb my life. So let's go ahead to go into this tutorial that it's a bestseller. Okay, these are gowns that when you make it, you hang it, people will rush your shop. Okay, it's an everyday wear for some people. Okay, and then apart from this, the way this one is, you can as well go out of your way to make your own even more beautiful. You can embellish your own. You can see this one is not even embellished, but you can go out of your way to add stones. You can add stones to that band on the under bust area. Okay, so let's go right into this tutorial. You're welcome back. So I already marked the points so that I won't have to be wasting too much time. So now this is the normal cow bubu gown that we all know. Where the whole design is at the front. Okay, you can see the back is not there's nothing at the back. So the back is just normal cow kaftan, but the front is where the real design is. So let's go right into it. Now, if you look at the neckline, you will see that the neckline, there is no spacing on the shoulder area. Did you see it? It's looking like it's a built-up neckline. It's not a built-up neckline, but they make the neckline very tight. Now, when you're making this for your clients, you have to measure the bust divided by 12. Whatever you get is what you're going to be marking on that shoulder. Okay, if you got in fact whatever you get, still if you got like 2.65, make it like 2.6. If you got 2.5, make it like 2.4 something. Just remove a little bit so that it will lap on the neck the way this one is lapping, right? So I marked 2.5 for this my customer, and then coming down, it depends on where you some customers are crazy. They go tell you say they want all their cleavage to be open. Some will say, oh no, I don't want it to go down, I don't want my cleavage to show at all. So but this my client said she wants her cleavage to be showing, so this V-neck went as deep as 8 inches, right? And that is it here. Okay, it went as deep as 8 inches. Now I've told you, when marking for your bubu gown, always ensure that you mark the shoulder, then mark the sleeve separately. Most times if you mark it straight down, your customer, if you no come get the length wey your customer get, English go come kpoju according to Yoruba people. So to avoid stories that touch the heart, it's better for you to measure the shoulder. So my customer shoulder is 8 inches. That's what I marked here. And then the sleeve length is 21. If you do this thing that I have told you, you don't have problem at all. In fact, the sleeve length might be even longer, and you go reduce them. But customer will go tell you, say, okay, I want it to end somewhere around here, and after sewing, your own is now getting to this place. Can you see that there's nothing else you can do except you want to cut band and add, and the customer might not be happy with it? Do it the way I have told you so that you won't have issues, right? Because people sometimes go ahead to do their own thing, and they'll start chatting me on WhatsApp, Mama, how can I correct this? Is it not better? I didn't even talk and say, let me go into my tutorial. So this is the sleeve opening, right? And I want my sleeve opening to be 10 inches. That's what I have done here. Then I'm going to be coming in by 2 inches. After coming in by that 2 inches, I leave it there. Now I'm going to add my hole. You don't have any reason going to touch your armhole. Don't worry about armhole. Armhole does not have anything to do with this my tutorial, right? So, but I'm going to be marking my bust line. This is my bust line. And then I'm going to be marking my under bust line. This is my under bust line, right? I'm going to be marking my waistline. This is my waistline, right? Then I'm going to be marking my knee line. This is my knee line. You see? So these things I marked is for to help me work on those designs in front. Are you getting it? It's just to help me work on those designs in front. Now, this is the bust line, right? I'll be coming down this way. Take it down. If you like, you can come out this way, but I don't want to come out this way. I just want to take it down, take it down, take it down. Now I'm getting to the waist area. So I'll keep taking it down, I'll keep taking it down, I'll keep taking it down. Then in between the hip line and the knee line, that's where I'm going to curve out my cowl kaftan. Can you see? Now I will now measure my hip measurement. Okay, my hip measurement divided by 4, okay, plus 3 inches. Okay, that's what I'm going to be marking here. Then I'll come down this way. That's on the knee line, oh, and you just take it straight down. There's nothing else you are doing. This is what is called cowl kaftan. Okay, so this is my gown. Okay, now there's something I forgot to tell us here. Remember, I told you something, that don't say because your boo gown is boo you are not going to slant your shoulder. I'll be slanting my shoulder. So, but instead of slanting 1 inch, because it has gotten to the sleeve end, right? Come down by 2 inches, okay, and then you slant to wherever you have 3 inches here. Mark 3 inches. That's the standard measurement. But remember, you're not using the 3 inches for the neckline. It's just for you to be able to curve out to slant out your shoulder. We don't want our shoulder puffing up. Do you understand? Anytime you slant a shoulder, the shoulder will slip, because the average normal human being shoulder is not straight, it's slanting. Okay, so this is my cowl kaftan design. Okay, now where I want to concentrate on is, I'm just doing this for people that don't know how to, that have not come across my video on how to make cowl kaftan. So I've made, this is my cowl kaftan right now. So these things I marked here is to help me design the front. Okay, so this is my bust line, and this is my under bust line. Now if you look properly, that band that was fixed at the under bust. Okay, did you see it? It started from the under bust and ended however you want your design to end, but just know that it started at the under bust line. Now remember, or if you do not know before, let me now tell you that there's an inner belt, okay, around this under bust area. There's a rope attached underneath this place that she tied to her back. That is why the front gave fitting, but the back is normal boo. Can you understand? Now, why I need my waistline measurement is that I will pick, after I have cut out whatever I want to, after I have cut on fold, I will mark the center, and then I will pick the center and I will pleat it this way. Just drag it up. You understand? And tack it underneath that under bust. You can as well take it as high as that under bust. Do you understand? Then you pleat it. I'm still going to cut it on fabric so that you see, but let me just explain so that when I get there you understand what I'm doing properly. Now I will pick from this waistline, depending on how mild I want that pleating you are seeing in the center front, depending on how mild I want it to be. If I want it to be real pleating, make it pleat well, I will pick it from the hip line. But then you don't worry, whatever you are doing, because this is a cowl kaftan, that is an extra measurement, already is boo around this area. So whatever you pick small from here will not really affect the shape of your boo. Do you understand? So if you want it to be the pleating to be very obvious, you pick from the hip. But because I don't want it to be very obvious, I'm going to be picking from my waistline. Now I pick from my waistline and I take it up and tack it under the armhole. Now in your mind, now you'll be thinking that that band that is under that, on that, placed on that, what is it called now, the under bust, that is for design. My sister, let me tell you, that band is to hide whatever happened here. Okay, is to hide whatever happened here. So you too, you might be looking at it and say, oh, but that's why you have to be creative. When you do things, be creative. And I've told you, there's no mistake. And yes, I make mistake for my sewing. There's no mistake in sewing. Whatever mistake I make, honestly, it becomes a design for me, because I will make sure I turn it to a design. Okay, now I'm cutting out. I want to believe that we know how to cut the back, but just in case if you don't know how to cut the back, let me know in the comment section and I will be here to cut the back for you. December is coming. Don't dull yourself on anything. I'm going to be using this fabric to make mine. Okay, I'm going to be using this fabric to make mine. I just want to show you how it's going to look like. So This is my fabric right here. Okay, let me check whether the camera is picking it too. Okay, so this is my fabric right here, right? So I'm going to be cutting out my pattern now. Okay, so I have cut out my design on a fabric. Remember that this is just a mini fabric. Now, I remember that we are working on the back pattern. So if this is a fabric that I'm cutting on, I will use chalk to mark this thing I want to mark now, because this is the back of the pattern, back of the fabric, the reverse side of the fabric. So use chalk to mark. Don't use marker. If you use marker, you might end up destroying your customers' clothes. Okay, now I want to mark my under bust. Okay, and I want to mark my waistline. Can you see? I've marked the two. Okay, because that's where we are going to be working on. Okay, now because the under bust, whatever we are doing there is going to be hidden, right? Because it's going to be hidden. Or you can as well just take your tape, and if it's going to give you difficulty, just measure from here to here. Do you understand? Whatever you get, you now know that okay, from the under bust to the waistline is 5 inches, however inches you get from your customer. Do you understand? So I want to notch this place so that it will open, so that I can turn to the front and do what I want to do on the front. Okay, so it's open now. And that's why I said do not fear. Do you understand? Do not fear, because whatever you are doing now will be covered by that band. Okay, so this is our v-neck now. This is our underbust now. You know that what we are going to do now is to measure 5 inches from here. Okay, measure 5 inches from here, and that is going to be our waistline. So this is my half 5 inches. Okay, so this is my 5 inches. Now look at what I'm saying. I am now saying that you will use your needle. Okay, I will use my needle to pick from that waistline. I said if you want the pleating, that V pleating you are seeing to be more elaborate, pick it from the hip. Do not worry about the down part. Pick it, pick it, pick it, and do you see? You take it to the under bust. Okay, can you see? You take it to the under bust. Can you see? You take it to the under bust. Now I'm going to cut. So now remember, there was something we did not mark. Okay, we did not mark where to fix that rope. Do you understand? Now where to fix that rope is going to be your box span plus like 1 inch or like 2 inches. Okay, so that it will give tightness and fitting, and it's going to be attached at the under bust. Whatever you are going to be attaching, attach it at where this design is. Okay, so when I mark my bust span, which is 4 inch unfold plus 1 inch, was somewhere around here and somewhere around here. Do you understand? So that means my band that I'm going to be fixing is going to stay this way. Can you see? Make sure it gets to this point, make sure it gets to this point. Do you understand? The band I want to fix should get here. Now on this band, you can go an extra mile of adding your stones on this band. Add stones on the band. Your own will even be finer. Do you understand? Add stones to the band. Now, this is where the band ended, right? Turn to this place, attach a strap here inside. Turn to this place again, attach a strap here. Okay, now on the inside. Okay, now that strap is what Omotala Jalade Kehinde tied to the back of her waist, inside her cloth. She carry her back, the cloth for her bum, she carry am up. Now she now tied that rope at the back and brought down the cloth. Do you understand? That was why the back was looking free, but the front is fitted. That's the only thing that happened there. And that is basically what this gown is about. I do not want to waste our time on the gown. Now, if you want, because when you look at that design closely, you will see that there's no center line. So there's no center line, meaning that nothing was done here. The only thing that was done was this pleating that was pleated to the underbust. Finish. You attach your band, just a band in front from one side of the bust band to the other side of the bust band. That is all. Then from the back, attach you. This gown, I'm telling you, you can make within 1 hour. Whenever I tell you make a gown within 1 hour, I mean you can make it within 1 hour. Watch this video like 2 or 3 times. Go offline, cut your fabric, put it. Maybe you can be watching it as well as you are doing it, and you'll be fine. Now, when you finish the front, down part of the front will look like this. Yes, that's the beauty of the gown. The front part will look like this. Okay? Because of what you pleated up. So leave it. That is how it's supposed to be. But if the down part of it that you made was not too wide, you might end up not seeing it though. But the cocoa is that if you get something like this, leave it. That is the style that the gown came with. And that is basically it for this particular tutorial. So let's go right into the next tutorial and I will show you what to do. Please remember, there's this new trouser style that came out. I'll be dropping the tutorial later in the day. Maybe by tomorrow it will be uploaded on YouTube. Now, this particular band, remember that you are turning it. You are cutting 2 of this, right? Cut 2 of this and turn it inside out. Please do not bend like this. People are fond of cutting corners. When you cut corners, your gown will not have strength. Please don't go and do this. You will cut a band. You will now come and bend here like this. Let me show you. You will now come and bend here like this, and you come and bend here like this, and you come and bend here like this, and you bend here like this, and you now take it and you place it. It will not have strength except you lay this place with something. But even at that, I will still lay this place with something, and I will cut 2 pieces of this, and I will turn it inside out, and I will iron it properly. By the time you finish doing it like this, it will have strength. Look at what Omotola is wearing. You will see that band has strength. It has weight. Can you see it? Okay, it has weight. So when you turn it, you iron properly, and then you place it. And I tell you, your gown will be so beautiful. So beautiful. Remember that display. And then there's something you people always do. Please stop using bias to pipe neck. Stop using bias to pipe neck. It dey be like wetin they do sharp. Learn to cut facing. What Omotola is wearing here, there is a facing inside. They cut out facing. Learn to cut out what? Facing. And that is basically it. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video.